Now, let us start with exercise 1A. First question is, the inverse ratio of 11 is to 15 is, and these are the options given. Now, we know that if the ratio is A is to B, the inverse ratio is B is to A. If the ratio is A is to B, inverse ratio is B is to A. What we write first will become later, and what we write later will become first. With this, if we are to find the inverse ratio of 11 is to 15, 15 will come first and 11 will come later. So with this, option A is correct. The inverse ratio of 11 is to 15 is 15 is to 11. Now we see the second question. Second question is, the ratio of two quantities is 3 is to 4. If the antecedent is 15, then the consequent is. And these are the options given to us. Now, we know that the ratio if given is 3 is to 4 and antecedent is 15, then what we write later is consequent, and let us suppose that the consequent is x. Now, with the property of ratio and proportion, we know that exterior terms are multiplied and that becomes equal to the product of interior terms. Product of extremes is equal to product of mean. So 3x will be equal to 4 into 15. Product of mean is 4 is to 15. Product of extreme is 3 into x. Therefore, x will be equal to 4 into 15 upon 3. 3 cancels 15 5 times. 4 into 5 is 20. Therefore, our option, none of these is correct. The consequent is 20, which is none of these. Now, we will see the next problem. Now we will see question number 3. The ratio of quantities is 5 is to 7. The consequent of its inverse is 5. The antecedent is, and these are the options given. Now we have been given that the ratio is 5 is to 7. Now the consequent of its inverse is 5. We know that if the ratio is 5 is to 7, then the inverse is 7 is to 5, and it has consequent, which is the later term, is 5. Therefore, the antecedent will be 7. Hence, the option C is correct. The antecedent is 7. Now, we will see the next problem. Now, we will see question number 4. The ratio compounded of 2 is to 3, 9 is to 4, 5 is to 6, and 8 is to 10 is. And these are the options given to us. Now, we know that the compound ratio is that the given ratios are multiplied. Now, the given ratios are 2 is to 3, 9 is to 4, 5 is to 6, and 8 is to 10, and they are multiplied. So, the compound ratio will be 2 is to 3, which we know can be written as 2 upon 3. 9 is to 4 can be written 9 upon 4. 5 upon 6 can be written, 5 is to 6 can be written 5 upon 6. And 8 is to 10 can be written as 8 upon 10. This will be the compound ratio. Now cancel 2, it cancels 10 5 times. 5 and 5 are cancelled. 4 cancels 8 2 times. 3 cancels 9 3 times. Now 3 cancels 6 2 times, and 2 cancels this 2. Therefore, we are retained with 1 upon 1, that is, the ratio is 1 is to 1. So the compound ratio of the given is 1 is to 1. Therefore, our option A is correct. Question number 5 is the duplicate ratio of 3:4 is, and these are 4 options given to us. Now we know that if the ratio is A is to B, its duplicate ratio is A square is to B square. Therefore, when the ratio is 3:4, its duplicate will be 3 square, that is 9, ratio 4 square, that is 16. Hence, the option C is correct. 9:16. Now, we will see question number 6. Our next question is the subduplicate ratio of 25:36 is, and these are the options. Now we know that if the ratio is A is to B, its subduplicate ratio is under root A is to under root B. Therefore, when the ratio is 25:36, its subduplicate will be under root of 25, that is 5, ratio under root of 36, that is 6. So the required subduplicate ratio will be 5:6, which here is none of these. Now we will see the next problem. Our next problem, question number 7, is that the triplicate ratio of 2:3 is, and these are the options. Now we know that if the ratio is A is to B, then its triplicate ratio is A cube ratio B cube. With this, if the ratio is 2:3, the triplicate ratio will be 2 cube, that is 8, ratio 9 cube, that is 27. So the triplicate ratio will be 8:27, which here is none of these. Now we will see the next problem. Question number 8. The subtriplicate ratio of 8:27 is, and these are the 4 options given to us. We know if the ratio is A is to B, then its subtriplicate ratio is cube root of A ratio cube root of B. This is the subtriplicate ratio of A is to B. Now here we have been given the ratio as 8:27. So its subtriplicate ratio will be cube root of A, cube root of 8 is 2, ratio cube root of 27, cube root of 27 is 3. Therefore, the subtriplicate ratio is 2:3. Our option C is correct. Question number 9 is the ratio compounded of 4:9 and duplicate ratio of 3:4 is, and these are 4 options given to us. Now we know that the compound ratio is when 2 ratios or more ratios are multiplied. Now we are to multiply here 4:9, that is 4/9, with duplicate ratio of 3:4. Now 3:4 duplicate is when we square first term, ratio second term, square of second term. So duplicate of 3:4 is 9:16. So the required compound ratio will be 4/9 into 9/16. This is the first ratio, 4:9, and duplicate ratio of 3:4 is 9/16. So this is our compound ratio which is required. Now to calculate this, we cancel 9 with this 9, 4 cancels 16 by 4, and hence we obtain 1/4. Required ratio is 1:4. Hence the option A is correct. The ratio compounded of 4:9 and duplicate ratio of 3:4 is 1/4. Now we will see the question number 10. the ratio compounded of 4:9, the duplicate ratio of 3:4, the triplicate ratio of 2:3 and 9:7 is. Options are 2:7, option A is, B is 7:2, C is 2:27 and D is none of these. Now for the time being and considering the answer of the question, I am forgetting this and 9:7 and I am now solving the question. The ratio compounded of 4:9. We know that the compound ratio means that the given ratios are multiplied. 4:9 is the first ratio, so I am writing 4/9 multiplied by the duplicate ratio of 3:4. Duplicate ratio of 3:4 is 3 square, which is 9, 4 square, which is 16. Duplicate ratio of 3:4 is 9/16. Triplicate ratio of 2:3. Triplicate ratio of 2:3 is 2 cube, which is 8, and 3 cube, which is 27. And now I am not considering 9:7. Now compound ratio will be, required compound ratio will be this. Now solve this. 4 cancels this 16 4 times. 9 and 9 are cancelled. 4 cancels this 8 2 times. And I get 2:27, which is our option C. So if I do not consider 9:7, I get the option C as correct, which is 2:27. Now, which is our correct answer is. Now, if I am to consider this 9:7 also, then our required compound ratio will be 4/9 into duplicate of 3:4, which is 9/16, triplicate of 2:3, which is 2 cube upon 3 cube, and 9:7, which is 9 cube upon 7 cube. This will be our required compound ratio. This will be our required compound ratio, and in that case, if we calculate this, then our option, none of these, will be the correct answer. So considering the answer, we are not considering the 9:7 in the question, and hence our answer 2:27 is the correct answer. Now we will see the next problem.